Now, your local weather with the KX Storm Team.
Yeah, welcome back, everybody. Taking a look at the almanac for Bismarck. Starting off, we got up to 20 degrees today, which is a few degrees actually below average. Not much in the way of wind out there. We saw some sunshine earlier, so it wasn't that bad at all. And our low down to 9, actually quite a bit warmer than what our average low is. And we did get up to 51 degrees on this day back in 1992. All right, let's go ahead and take a look out towards Minot. Minot, you did see some clouds and your fair share of flurries out there earlier. So temperatures, well, they're pretty cool out there, pretty chilly. In fact, 13 degrees with a north wind at 8 makes it feel like 2. And as we take a look at those wind speeds and direction, everyone's wind is pretty much out of the north, kind of a northeasterly wind in Williston, from about 5 to 10 miles per hour. So there is a little bit of a wind chill effect out there, making it feel cool or chilly. Looking at the clouds, we did see flurries, like I said, there in Minot. You can see those low clouds really starting to build south and starting to expand in coverage. Bismarck was stepping outside here of the station about 20 minutes ago. There were some flurries starting to fall from the sky. We're looking at just light flurries, though, nothing in the way of a snow accumulation. And those temperatures, well, they're pretty chilly throughout here, stretching from about 9 up towards the Turtle Mountains in Rolla to the low teens in Bismarck and Minot, 14 in Williston and Watford City, and then 21 in Hettinger right now. That's the warm spot, and it has been pretty much for the entire day out towards the southwest. Now, there is cold air. I mean, this is cold, but where's the real extreme cold air? Well, it's up in Alaska right now, up towards the Arctic, the Canadian Arctic and Alaska. You can see temperatures minus 40 out towards it's minus 35 right now in Fairbanks. And you're probably asking, well, why am I showing this right now? What's the point of showing temperatures in Alaska? Well, what happens in Alaska doesn't stay in Alaska. It actually will affect our weather down the line here. So let's go ahead and show the jet stream. Obviously, very cold in Alaska right now. As we zoom on out, take a look at the current situation with the jet stream. It's a typical El Nino pattern where we have 2 branches of the jet stream. One way up to the north, keeping the cold air up towards the north in Alaska, and 2, the second branch, becoming very active. In fact, they're getting a big snowstorm right now in the St. Louis area. Well, as I roll this into the weekend and into next week, we're going to be looking at a little bit of a pattern change. That cold air will eventually creep east and towards the Canadian Arctic. At the same time, we're going to get a low pressure system developing over the Hudson Bay. It's actually called a Hudson Bay Low, and that will develop this big dip in the jet stream off towards our northeast. Well, because of that big dip, that's going to basically force cold air that's bottled up right now up towards the north straight down the Canadian prairies into North Dakota. And so we're going to see several shots of cold air here over the end of next week into next weekend. You can see this just big area of jet stream essentially barreling down the Canadian prairies into our neck of the woods. And the 6 to 10 day outlook, pretty much the end of next week, pretty good confidence here, about 60 to 70% confidence that we will see temperatures below average. So get ready for that. All right, your lows today, or tomorrow morning, I should say, getting down to the single digits for the US 83 corridor. Out towards the west, we'll be looking at temperatures getting down into the teens. Highs tomorrow, back up to the teens to the east here. Low 20s for Bismarck and Minot. Out towards the west, we'll see temperatures in the low 20 or upper 20s to low 30s. All right, your 7-day forecast up towards the north here. Temperatures in the low 20s for Minot, a little warmer out towards Williston. And then temperatures will be warmer on Sunday. You can see temperatures not too bad for early next week, kind of not terrible for January, still remaining dry. But as we look to the end of this forecast here, and we're looking at the southern part of the viewing area now, you really see temperatures do start to tumble by the middle, and especially by the end of next week as we have those cold shots moving on in. The good news is, don't think it's going to stick around too long. Not going to be down in the deep freeze for days at a time.
The silver line.
Keep it here. Sports is next.